Happy Wednesday. Actually, I'm going to say it is Wealthy Wednesday since I'm talking finances tonight. Hey, everybody. Good to see you, all my folks on Instagram. Hey, Lakeisha. Hi, everybody who's joining in. Y'all come on in. I'm not going to be long. Hey there, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, and my Facebook folks over here. And so I told you guys Monday when I came and I did the review. Hey, Macy. When I did the review of one book that I would come back. And so hopefully we got, excuse me, hopefully you guys got some good information on Monday. And I am back today with another review. For those of you who are new to joining or watching the replay, I am Tameika Isaac Divine, your work-life integration strategist and leadership mentor. And I am excited to kind of tell you guys a little bit about some of the books I've been reading this year during my year of intention. As I mentioned on Sunday, when I talked about financial freedom, I shared that, I have been doing a lot this year, my year of intention, a lot of reading, a lot of podcast listening to, of course, hiking, skydiving, just things that are helping me reconnect with myself. But one of the things I talked about was, over the years, I've always tried to learn a lot about finances. And, I've done like many of you, I've read the Susie Ormans and the Dave Ramsey and, all the financial gurus. But it wasn't until this year when I started kind of doing some different things that I learned a lot about just a different way to think about your money. And so I shared that I've been doing a lot of research and then reading different books that, don't talk to you about being wealthy by, stop going to Starbucks or, cutting out stuff or thrifting. And nothing's wrong with any of that stuff. All that's great. But a lot of those things that those financial gurus tell you about and talk to you about are operating from a mental sense of a place of lack. And they're talking about, you can't go to Starbucks and get a, $4 latte because, you need to save for your emergency fund and that kind of thing. And it's just kind of a different mindset. And so part of the mindset trainings that I've been doing or readings I've been doing this year, I shared that I love some of these books. And so on Monday, I shared with you one of the first books that I love called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. And I gave you a review of that. So if you didn't get to see me on Monday, go back and read the review of this book. I love it. You can get it on Audible. You can also get the physical book. I am a nerd, so I like to have physical books and listen to Audible because I can work out while I'm listening, and I can actually, or even sometimes I listen and I read and I highlight and flag pages and that kind of thing. And so I'm going to come to you and bring you over the next 2 weeks some of my favorite books that I've read this year that kind of have helped me elevate my mindset on how I think about money and how I've been thinking about my relationship with money. And so with that, I wanted to bring to you this is my second favorite book, or this is another one of my favorite books that I did this year. It is called Ask and It Is Given. Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Now, I'll tell you guys, if y'all have never heard of Esther and Jerry Hicks, I had never heard of them before. And it's funny because what it is, this book, you'll hear people say Abraham Hicks. Well, Abraham Hicks is basically Esther channels a non-physical being called Abraham. And Abraham helps her see things. She doesn't call herself a psychic or anything, but it's more of a spiritual being. She connects with Abraham on the spiritual realm, and he gives her advice. And so anyway, this book, lots of us have heard about the law of attraction. And I said this before, a lot of us hear the law of attraction, but we might not fully embrace it because it's not just about saying, I want this and it's going to be given to you. It is, I want this, but you have to kind of support the wanting with an elevation of your vibration, of a feeling, a sense of gratitude, those kind of things. And so one of the things that in Asking It Is Given, it talks about, and one of the things I love about this book is there is broken up in two parts. The first part, it talks more about the mindset. It talks about, having a sense of gratitude. It talks about understanding where you have been and where you want to go, and how you have to change your mindset, and then along with your mindset, you have to have that feeling. You have to feel it deep down in your soul on the things that you want, and if you can feel it, if you can be it, then you will achieve it. And so that's the first part of the book, and then the second part gives you different practices. Some of the practices in this book I've been doing over the last couple of months, and I've loved them. They are just really practical things to help you change your mindset, as well as how do you get to that next level. But anyway, like I did on Monday, I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit. I'm read a little bit of this. So anyway, so in this book, there are lots of things that they talk about. Like I said, they talk about the law of attraction. They talk about your vibration, just a bit of it. Excuse me. I'm going to just read a little bit here. It says, every thought vibrates. Every thought radiates a signal, and every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call this process the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. And so you might see the powerful law of attraction as a sort of universal manager that sees to it that all your thoughts that match one another line up. You understand this principle when you turn on your radio and you see a frequency, and the frequency in your radio matches the frequency of this channel that you're going to. It's the same thing. When you understand that the radio's vibrational frequency must match, then the law of attraction agrees with you. The same thing with your personal experiences. If your law of attraction, if your vibration matches what you want, then you will receive it. And so that's what this book talks about. And so then, like I talked about, there are practices in this book. I love the practices. The practices in this book are real basic, like one of the practices that I love in here, and I've been doing, is like it talks about your wallet. And this is one of the things, that, of course, that with mindset, like I know lots of folks will say, well, I don't have any money. Well, if your wallet is empty, you're signaling to the universe that you don't have any money. And so always keep money in your wallet. And so I'm a credit card, debit card, now Cash App type person. I didn't always keep money in my wallet. But now I always keep money in my wallet. And one of the things that I've noticed since I've started doing that is, of course, I never say I never have any money, because I always have some money. And mentally, you're telling yourself, I have money. Money comes to me. Money worships me. I'm going to talk about that in the next week, a little bit about money worships me. But anyway, it's just a mindset that you have. And so that's one of the practices. Another practice I love in here, it talks about your current bank account. And it talks about every day you write down, like, so on the first of the month, you write down that you got $1,000. And then you practice spending that $1,000. And then the next day you get $2,000. And then you practice spending that $2,000. And then you go $3,000 and $4,000. And then by the end of the month, on day 30, you've got $30,000 that you have to spend. And so part of that, what that is doing is that also is getting your mind used to spending money in a way that brings you joy. And spending money and getting used to handling larger sums of money on a regular basis. And so if you're able to do that, then you're able to actually vibrate on a level that matches you receiving those large amounts of money. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So anyway, I love this book. I think it is very practical. It is a little long, but it is really, really worth the read. And so this is, of course, now on it's on my list of one of my favorite financial freedom books. So again, it's called Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And then they have a whole website called Abraham Hicks where they do a lot of these practices. Um, a lot of the things that they say in this book might be similar to what Jen says in this her book, but it's just in a different way. And I think it's really, really practical. For those of you who have already told me you want to join me for my financial challenge in August, we will be digging deep in some of these practices because some of these things, the things that I've been doing, I would love for you to try them and see how they work with you. Again, some of them are mindset things, some of them are very practical, but they all are wonderful to help you with your relationship with money. So again, if you guys want to join me for a financial challenge, we're going to do a 30-day financial challenge in August. I'm gonna bring you some more books on Friday. I'll bring you another one of my favorite financial freedom books on Friday, and tomorrow in my IG stories, in my Facebook stories, I will announce what book it is that I'll be talking about on Friday, and I'll be back Friday to talk about another book. But if you get a chance to inbox me or DM me or call me, or you see me out and about and say, "Hey, Tameika, I want to be part of that challenge," I'll make sure that by the end of next week you have the information about the challenge that we're going to do in August. And I'm going to tell you, by the end of August, your relationship with money will change. It will definitely change. If what I've done this year so far is any indication, you will enjoy it. So let me know. Hopefully, you'll join me for this financial challenge in August. But again, asking it is given. A great book if you can have some downtime or you're going on vacation and want to grab a book, grab one of these books and read. So, anyway, I am about to go get some dinner and go work out. So, I will see you guys Friday. I'll bring you another one of my favorite financial freedom books. But until then, good night. God bless. Happy Wealthy Wednesday, and hopefully, let me say this too. So another practice in this book is about your dreams, and it talks about the last thing you think about before you go to bed will be in your mind when you go to bed. So definitely, as you go to bed tonight, start thinking your money affirmations, and then do those right before you go to bed, and think about financially. What is the kind of person that you want to be? And think about that before you go to bed. It is great on here when they talk about your dreams. I've been doing that, and some of my dreams have been really, really amazing. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys Friday. Good night. God bless, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye. I think I'm going to go out. There you go.